Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. For those that are new to the channel, don't know who I am. Hello, my name is Jess and I'm the artist, owner, person behind Simple Colour Beauty. Now, I'm sure you know what we're going to do today, as you would have seen by the thumbnails and the title, but today we are going to be making this gorgeous, like, if that doesn't please you, I don't know what does. As a watercolor artist, color swatching, color mixing, charts, just perfection. This is what we are going to be painting today. I'll give you some tips. I will show you how I do it. I'll share the materials that I'm using, like what colors I'm doing. We also have a little bonus, 2 little mini galaxies made out of the exact same colors, but the vibrant and the pastel version. So if you're interested in seeing any of this, how I do it, my tips and tricks that I have for you, keep on watching. I will give you a disclaimer. This obviously is more of a tutorial, not a studio vlog. I don't know why I'm saying disclaimer. It's a weird thing for me to say. I will give you a heads up. That's better. I'll give you a heads up. This is going to be a little bit more of a longer video because it is more of a tutorial, and I do give you tips and tricks that I use as well as the process. I'm obviously not going to show you in real time me painting this entire thing because I think it took over an hour with me explaining stuff. It probably won't take you guys that long, or it could, doesn't matter. You might just get sitting lost in the painting. Very therapeutic to do. I'm going to stop talking now. I've already said it's going to be a long thing. So yeah, happy painting and let's get to it. Okay, so this is my setup. Paper that I'm using today, I'm using watercolor paper from Art Spectrum. It is 300 GSM and it is rough. Paints I'm using the Primer watercolor, the Classics palette. And because I'm OCD, I've cut my A4 piece into a square after I had measured it up. Now, you're obviously going to need a pencil and a ruler to line it all up. I've already labelled mine. Paints, paintbrush, water, you know the drill with the watercolour. What I did, this is on an A4 sheet of paper, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously, the less colours you have, the more larger. That's what I was just going to say. The larger that your areas will be. And all of mine are 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. Now there is 8 colors, but I've done 9 by 9 because I did want the boxes for the names as well. I have this thin washi tape that I use just to line it. This is not a necessary step. I was just kind of feeling a bit lazy today and didn't want to colour in the boxes. So yeah, I just used a thin washi tape. Obviously this then made mine smaller. My washi tape is 6 millimeters wide, so my boxes have become a bit smaller, but I'm not too fussed about that. Now with this, I'm actually going to have a line going across these centre boxes. The reason for that is otherwise I'm going to be doubling up on colours. So what I'm going to do is to one side of it, I'm actually going to be adding white to the mixes as well, just so I can add some more variation, because otherwise if I'm doing green and purple there, I'm also going to be doing green and purple there. So I'm going to be doubling up on colours. You might want to choose to add some black to it, some grey, another neutral. You might even want to do darker shades and lighter shades, like washes of them. Now that I'm thinking about that, I think that's actually what I would like to do. So we're changing our minds on the spot. See how this is a very flexible way to do a color chart. So I'm going to do, on this half, I'm going to do really deep, rich, very pigmented colors, and on this bottom half I'm going to do more of a light wash. So there we go, we're changing on the spot, and that is fine. Obviously on your diagonal line you don't have to mix the colors because we've got red and red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, etc. So I'm not going to have to mix any, but I am actually going to go dark and light halfway through the box. Whether you tape that off, whether you line it, whether you just blend it yourself, that is entirely up to you. It's up to how you work, really. Don't have to do these colours. I just thought I would be testing out this colour palette and just seeing what colours I can get, really. So let's get started. I do have 2 glasses of water as well, just because I am using quite a lot of colour, so it is bound to get dirty pretty quickly. And I'm actually going to spray this palette just to activate colours. I'm not using all the colours, I'm not using black, white, grey or brown in this palette. Just using the colours because I like my colours. Alright, and in the red, I'm going to do it pigmented to lighter. You don't have to tape yours down, by the way. I've only taped it down so I can keep you guys in frame, because otherwise I tend to pull things towards me and miss out on half of the filming. So that is definitely enough red. I've got a little bit crazy with that. Okay. And I would grab yourself a coffee when doing this, okay? Because it, you know, you can kind of see it's going to be a process. Oh, look at that! That was a brand new brush. Anyone else have that when they use like brand new brushes and then colour stain? Definitely have some shush foam, paper towel, tissue, whatever you use to clean your brushes, take water off, all of the deal with watercolour. I'm not sure what I'm liking this brush actually. Seems a bit too big for the area. I'm having a lot. Clearly, colour not my friend today. Really dark up in that top corner. It'll be a lot more straightforward when I do the other boxes. Oh, water out of brush. Alright, so now we go on to the orange, and I'm not going to pick up as much as I did for the red because that was just unnecessary. Alright, so remember we're going down on the diagonal to start with now. If you feel like you've got too much when it's still wet, just kind of pick it up with your brush. You can pick it up with a tissue. Whatever works easier for you is what I would suggest. Just get concentrated a bit more up there. Alright, and we are just going to keep going. I'm going to throw you in time lapse now, and then I'll talk you through the next step when we get there. Okay, now that we've got that done, I'm just going to clean off my palette, because this is when we're going to actually start mixing the colours like you saw with the yellow and orange before. So just make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing and not talking to yourself filming a video. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the orange and red, and we're going to do it pigmented and then a very light wash. And I'm going to try and grab a pretty even colour, like amount of pigment of both colours. Obviously you could do a colour palette and really focus on the tonal ranges and stuff like that. Also be very aware that during this process you're going to get some quite muddy colours, just because of colour theory with complementary colours, primary colours, analogous colours, you know, all of that fun stuff. That's just what's going to happen. Certain colours don't like to mix very well together, and you can see I've hardly got any pigment in this wash. I actually think I want a little, probably a little bit more. I feel like that's a bit too light because I don't really use light colours, but obviously whatever you use more of, if you feel like you're going to use your really light shades, that's what you do. Now we're going to do the yellow and red. Going to get a bit of red, not as much as last time. And we all know what this colour is going to make, I hope. Need a bit more yellow in that, a bit of the water. There we go. And putting quite a lot of pigment up the top corner. And then watering it down for this side. And you just go through this process, enjoy the process. I rather enjoy it. Stuff like this, like when you get a new palette and you colour swatch, oh my god, just, it's so much fun. Alright, red and green, we're going to get quite a muddy colour here, alright, because they are complementary on the colour wheel. So if you don't have a brown on your palette, quite a good way to make browns is with using your complementary colours, okay? Pull some pigment up, put it in the water. It's kind of looking like coffee now. And add it down here. As you can see, I kind of work like that and work my way down. That's just the way that I find it easy not to get confused, as I did with the first step. I'm going to do all the erasing and labeling after, because I can guarantee this has been a long enough video already. But I am going to do a very mini galaxy on a scrap of paper using those colours. Right, just gonna grab my gouache now just to do a quick star splatter. I will say these are gorgeous colours for a sunset sky. Got those pastel ones. Just a reminder, I use purple and red, pink and red, orange and pink, and yellow and pink. I used those 4 colours. So if you are looking at doing sunsets, there's some cracking colours. Now I like to use, where's it gone? I just use quite a shitty brush to do the gouache. It doesn't come out of brushes as nicely, I have found. So that'll do. And the bigger ones aren't quite dry. I generally don't like to just leave it with the paint splatter. I like to go in and refine it with a white gel pen as well, because I find some of the generally the gouache, oh they're so cute, generally the gouache actually kind of absorbs into it. I'm not sure if you can see, but it kind of absorbs into that paper and doesn't become as vibrant. This is the one I like, the Uniball Signo. This one I'm using at the moment, so I'll just go in and add just some feature stars. Here we go. 2 mini galaxies from colours on my swatch. Okay, just before we wrap it up, sign off, thought I would give you, now that the tape's removed, the pencils, it's all done, I'll give you a close-up. I had an accident, so I had to put some gouache there. It doesn't look that bad when you look at it that way, but on an angle it picks up. So I'll just give you a close-up. As you can see, when I go close-up, still some pencil lines I need to erase, but it's just a close-up of some of the colours. Wow, you can really see the pencil lines that I need to erase. And oh my god, they are so much more vibrant in person. Like, I wish my camera was picking it up. By camera, I mean phone. There's that red. Wow, things up close look so much worse. Those pastels are insane. I will say the pencil's probably staying on there more for me because I did actually mark this up and tape it the day before I painted it, so it's probably had a little bit more time to, like, I suppose, absorb into the paper. I seriously wish these colours were picking up. Let's put you right under the light and see if that makes a difference. Not really, but oh, these colours in real life, guys, are absolutely insane. Right, guys, is you good? Puppies are in here with me sleeping, look. Oh, dirty water. They didn't like the bed that I had, so I had to bring in another bed for them. Anyway, this video has been long enough. Let's wrap it up. Let's stop my rambling. Did you guys like it? Like, the satisfaction of those colours. Oh. I've got a perfect spot right in front of my desk. I'm gonna do more of these because I don't know about you guys, but I'm obsessed, as I said in the video, with like colours watching, and like when you get a new palette and you do like your colour swatches, and like mixing the colours was just another level. And the peeling of the washi tape. I'm gonna stop rambling now, guys. If you do give this a go, definitely tag me. I would love to see it. Hopefully my tips and tricks help you out. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I'm very good at it. But yeah, happy 19 guys. Thanks for watching my first tutorial on this channel. Because I've only posted studio vlogs so far. So yeah. I hate signing these off. It is so awkward. I'm like just sitting here talking to myself. My dogs are over there and I'm like, hey, bye. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, night, week, year. I'll see you next time.